How's it going, everybody? Happy Friday. Stubbs here with Retro Handhelds, your source for the latest and greatest in retro handheld emulation news. Today's a special episode. We are here with a guest who we have not had on this show in a couple of years now. And we recently kind of got reconnected and stuff. And yeah, without further delay, we got Mr. Joey of Joey's Retro Handhelds back on the RH podcast, everybody.
Heck yeah.
Welcome back, sir.
Well,
wait.
Muted. You had
sorry,
muted.
that was my bad.
I was literally saying I'm still
That was my
muted.
bad. I swear.
Classic Stubbs move.
Sorry, man.
We're starting off fantastic. It's great already.
That's why it's fun live. You never know what you're going to get. So yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Heck
Thank you
yeah.
for having me here.
It's good to have you back.
It's been a long time. Yes.
Yeah, it's been a little while. So you've been, I know, recently Twitch streaming while you've been going through some YouTube suspension fun. So I want to talk about that. YouTube jail, yeah.
YouTube jail.
But now you're back.
Yeah, I'm back to normal now. I can actually make actual videos, and we're back. Although nothing is normal in the hobby at the moment. But at least I'm back to making actual videos, which is good for me, at least.
Yeah, and you were saying, you and I were talking the other day, and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to do much reviews. Like your thing is you're enjoying the more the guides, and you're doing a bunch of game focused stuff, which is cool, and also like game native and.
Yeah, so I don't know, like 6 months ago, 8 months ago, whatever it was, I made a decision of like, you know what, I'm not enjoying the review part of things as much, and for a lot of different reasons. And it was never really something that I enjoyed. It was just something that I did because you do it, like you have to, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And at that point, I was like, okay, well, what do I like to do? I like doing guides. I like writing those guides. I like doing all of that. So kind of shift my content more towards that, and that's what I did for the last 6 months or so. And then YouTube was like, no, you can't do that. No, we're going to ban you. But that's kind of the stuff that going forward, I want to stick with, as well as like gaming videos. I just did like a Wii retro achievements video. Like that's the kind of stuff that I want to do.
Yeah.
But the reviews part, like I'm still going to do occasionally, especially if somebody sends me something, or if like I like a device a lot, but not so much in like the random devices that pop up. I might do like a quick look, something like that, and then move on.
That's how I love to do it too.
Yeah.
Like follow your passion in this. If there's something you don't want to do, like why are we doing it? Who are we beholden to ultimately?
Exactly. Right. If it's not fun for you anymore, then just do something else. Why not?
Yeah.
I think that's a journey. You got to figure out what works best for you. And I think over a couple of years, you kind of figure out what does work best for you and what you really enjoy doing. I'm kind of similar to you, Joey. I get it. Like with the whole review making, it's a process for sure.
I find there's no winning with the reviews. In my experience, it's been 3 years now. Literally yesterday was my 3-year anniversary of doing YouTube.
Oh, congrats.
What?
Yeah. I forgot about it, and then I looked. I'm like, yeah, it's been 3 years to the day on April 2nd, which is pretty cool. But it's something that like,
holy crap, man! You're crossing about almost.
What's crazy
here.
is I can't even believe it's been 3 years. I remember when you started, so it's just wild to me that it's been that long.
We're all in line at the moment. Like we're all pretty close. I'm a few behind you guys, but I think we'll hit 100K together at this point. I
think we will. Yeah, too. Like we're all, all the channels that started around that time that have been on that grind. We're all kind of at that point where we're on that last 25% to get to 100, and that's kind of our goal. And what's the goal after that? We don't even know. It's like, well, you want to get that plaque and say, hey, oh yeah, I'm officially a YouTuber now. I have the plaque and it's on the wall.
So funny story about that. I can't get it for a year. I have to wait for the warnings to. So I have a warning still. I have to wait for that to expire.
Come on,
and then I can get it after that.
Oh, come on, YouTube, do better. What?
So even though the strikes are gone, the one warning that's left there is avoiding. I can't get that plaque, so it's fine. I'll have to wait an extra year for it.
I was like, is it because you're Canadian? Like, what's their problem? Like, what is their? By the way, you are like the 7th or 8th Canadian in a row. I think you're like the final Canadian before we switched to like developer interviews for a little while. So like you're the final boss of the Canadian YouTuber retro scene.
It's our Canadian tour where we're ending.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
there's a good group of Canadians that are content creators.
Say so. Yeah, I think we
kind
have
of amazing how many there are though in this space that are from Canada. It's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of us.
You guys are lucky in a sense with some of the tariffs. Then at other times, I'm realizing you're not like with some of your double taxes and shipping and like
DHL,
they get you DHL.
DHL fees, which I guess you guys have nowadays too.
Now we
but,
do.
So it's evening the playing field a little bit, but
Yeah.
But yeah, DHL fees usually is what we get dinged on a little bit. And apparently every Canadian has the OneXplayer Apex, which I heard you guys talk about on the newscast or on your on the podcast.
Have you tried that yet? Have you tried the Apex?
My absolute favorite device.
What?
Thank
This
you.
is a conspiracy.
No, it's not. It's endgame for x86.
It is the absolute
right
best
now,
PC handheld, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
It is the best.
Yeah.
But it must be a Canadian thing. Like I don't know what it is, but it's awesome.
I like it.
Man, you all had me looking at this finally. Finally, I look it up the other day. And now I tried it at CES this year for a few minutes and I said, okay, this thing's really heavy. And Nelly over on Handhelds United was like, no. Like, here, take off the battery. I'm like, okay.
Take off the battery. Yeah.
That's how I use it. I never use the battery.
Use it with the battery. No.
It's lightweight, and now you plug it into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, I don't know. It's not for me. I don't get it. It's big, it's bulky, but I know you guys love it.
No,
and
it's
I guess beautiful. I need to maybe it's time. So you all had me looking up the other day, and I'm like, how much could I pay?
That's
you
the
keep
problem.
the longer you
get
it
this.
seems to go up $100 like every other day. So the more you keep waiting,
here's the thing: it literally went up $100 the day I looked it up. Like I refreshed the page, and then it was up another. And I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me, so I went like to my other version of that browser window, and they're two different freaking prices. I'm like, okay, that's a sign. I'm out. I'm not getting an Apex. Maybe I'll borrow one from Rob or somebody for. If
I am not letting you borrow my Apex.
What am I gonna do to it? What am I?
I know what you do to handhelds.
What do I do? What do I do? Put sweet RH stickers on them? Come on now. And grips. I'd send it back with a grip. Maybe you need to get a grip, Rob. Maybe I need to get a grip.
My God, it's gone up $2,300.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
So the last time I looked at it, it was $19.99 for that.
I paid
model.
$1,600 for mine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Insane.
I can't pay over $2,000 for a gaming handheld. What are we doing?
Okay, but look at it this way. You know how I've kind of purged down a lot of my x86 because I feel like the Apex kind of fulfills me for that space right now.
Yeah.
And so because of that, I've been able to get rid of the Ally X. I got rid of a lot of the other higher end handhelds that kind of pays for this device essentially. And I'm one and done right now. It's really, I mean, everything I throw at it, it's great, you know?
Yeah. I'm hearing you. Hearing you.
It's a tough price to swallow for sure. I mean, like, $2,000 on a handheld, but it's also incredibly powerful though. You can do more than just gaming with it. So
having said that, I have the Legion Go 2, okay, which is as of today $2,000 also. What the hell? Do you see this, Joey? You saw the news?
So I did actually see this, and I'm laughing because it was the Go 2 even before the price increases was like $1,300 around there. And the Apex was a $1,600. So the price difference between the two is still the same. They just both went up like $600-700 for whatever reason.
I can't even imagine a world where the Apex and the Legion Go 2 are almost the same price. Like,
yeah,
they were close, and now that they kept it, they just raised it again, and I'm like, $2,000 for a Legion Go 2.
And they're not close performance-wise, like at all.
No,
not close. Like this. No. Okay, screen-wise on the Go 2, screen is beautiful. Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would say that's probably where it ends for me. Like the Apex is comfortable. It's light. It's so good. The power is so good.
Isn't it's an LCD screen, right? It's not an OLED
on the Apex.
On the Apex.
Yeah, it's the same as the Claws, the MSI Claw 8.
Well,
which is a good panel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good panel.
Beautiful
but it's LCD.
Panel. Yeah, but it's a beautiful panel, so I can't knock it there. I mean, same with the other super duper high end option, which is the GPD Win 5, which is the other one. I'm like, well, if I'm going to spend $2,000, what's the GPD Win 5 have to offer? And I'm looking at that, and I think I'd lean more that way for me. I just, at least it's a little bit smaller. It's not as huge, but it has its own issues. It's smaller, so the heat's crazier, and it also has that external battery.
Mm-hmm. I had both.
I don't know.
So I was.
Yeah. Both?
So what happened was the end of last year, I was like,
Rob, you too?
Rob had them both. Rob, you had both.
I sold the Win 5 though.
So did
it
I.
wasn't for me.
It
I mean,
wasn't for
it's
me.
great. It's a great handheld too. But once I got the Apex, I felt like, yeah, this one to me just suits me better. It just makes more sense for me.
Well, how many
Exactly.
R36Ss do you guys have?
0. I have none.
The goat, the budget goat.
I have
You have
none.
the high-end goats, but not the budget goats.
Just
Totes
one
my
goat.
goat.
I just have one goat.
one goat.
So look, in my opinion, I don't think you can go wrong with the Win 5. You know, it's for someone else. You know, it's compact. I mean, really, that kind of power in a size like that. They have some similarities in terms of what they're doing here, the approach and the design and stuff like that. But I like the Apex. I like the way it felt in my hands. It was a little more comfortable. The bigger screen really makes a big difference for me, especially when you have that kind of power. You know, you really want to appreciate the graphics that you can push up. You know, so
Right.
and I think they're both good choices. I don't think you'll go wrong with either one. It's just if you're really interested in the power, like, you know, you have to really think about which one you want to go with.
Well, okay, so they have a 385 version, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit cheaper,
That's
maybe
what
even
I have.
under 2,000.
No, it looks like it's sold out right now.
Well, okay. Let's see, Amazon.
So I have the
Man,
385
price is
Win
crazy.
5, and I have the 395 Apex. Is the way I went. But performance-wise,
Well,
they're pretty similar. It's not
they
a
are,
huge difference between the two.
Oh, it could be here in a few days. Nope, I'm closing the window. We're aborting mission. No, I'm just going to talk about it. It looks awesome. I'll have to take your word for it for now. We'll see. But it's true. Like all you guys are talking about, all the Canadian YouTubers have been on the show this year. They're all like the Apex. Every answer is the Apex, and I'm like, okay, I'll try this Apex maybe.
It's hard for me, right? Because like I have it, but I bought it at $1,600. So like my mind is $1,600 US.
You have an investment.
So we'll talk about that in a second. But at $2,300, I don't know if I could be. I don't know who I could say grab this at $2,300. But also the go-to is now $2,000. So like my concept of money nowadays is just it's just make believe at this point. Like money doesn't exist. It doesn't make sense anymore.
It's its own anomalous thing. Oh man, yeah. And at $1,600, absolutely, I would have probably taken the plunge by now on that. But when you're talking 2,300, you could also look at like the Asus ROG, you know, Z Flow and all those type of things. Of course, not the best handheld because you got to get the stretchy and the telescopic, and it's, you know, that's
not if you do the GG print.
The GG print's awesome. The Gamers Generation mod really helps out,
which is available for free. So go support him. That's awesome that he did that for the community.
Well, what's crazy about this Legion Go news is that the Go 2 being 2,000, now it is twice the cost of
it. What?
Oh my Jesus!
Twice the cost.
I never imagined a world where that would happen.
Yeah, of Asus. Asus is half the cost with the same chipset and even actually a better version.
Yeah, I was going to say
it's
the better one.
It's got that MPU, right?
It's technically the better one. Yes.
Hold on. What? I didn't know. This is
Z2
news to me.
Extreme.
I didn't know they had two different.
So Z2 Extreme AI is technically the top of the tier of that whole Z2 lineup.
Right. The Auto SR or whatever they're doing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and
but the
MPU
Go 2
that's
doesn't
built in,
have
all
that
the
same
extras.
one.
No, you can't do it on the Go 2.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It doesn't exist.
No, so it's the one pegged right below.
But
So
it's half twice the cost. Make this make sense. Is it because of the screen? Is the screen worth $1,000?
Lenovo is going crazy with the pricing right now. With
I unboxed the Go 2 and spent 5 minutes with it. I put it back in the box, and then I
actually got the Go 2 as well, and I ended up returning it. I just
really,
yeah.
See, I like the Go 2.
Xbox AliEx though. I love. It's great.
Same.
Fair.
So comfortable.
Fair, yes.
But
So comfortable.
It's probably the most comfortable handheld in the space, in the x86 space, easily. I mean, it's real. Again, the screen was too small for me. I don't know what's happened to me in the past year. Maybe it's because I hit 40, but my eyes are just completely trashed. So I need the bigger screen.
Oh yes, you're right. So it is. It's the AI Z2 Extreme. I didn't know that. I learned
It
something.
has the
today.
MPU. That's the addition. That's the difference.
You get 50. You get 50 tops in there. Look how many tops you get.
It's a lot of tops.
Like tops, like the baseball cards.
Yes, maybe. But being half the price, and being twice as comfortable. It really, beyond the screen, which a lot of people who don't keep the Asus, it's because it has a 7-inch screen, which is its weak point.
Mhm.
But you're so much more value you're getting out of the Asus now. And call me an Asus shill, but it's just so comfortable. And you can put on some freaking XR glasses, and then you got OLED screens,
Right.
and then you're set.
You know,
And
I'm
yet-
actually curious how Joey feels about XR glasses.
Yeah, what are your
Do you use it on a daily basis? Do you enjoy it? Because I'm like, for me, I can't get into it. So I'm curious to see what you think about it.
It's funny because I get them in for review, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes, and then I'll go into them for like a week, and then I find that it doesn't really fit any of like what I
Yep.
want to do after that.
Yep.
And like I'll do the review with that week and be like, okay, like I'm trying to put myself in a position of like somebody who might like this, or like who wants to buy this, right? And I've had a few
Right.
good ones, and they're the budget ones and all that, but personally, I just find that they're too. It's like the same as VR. I'm too engrossed in one thing, and my wife's next to me, and I can't talk to her as much because I'm in my own little world with these glasses on,
Yeah.
and so I feel like I'm just in like a bubble, and I don't want to be in that bubble. And it's the same idea as VR for me. So like they're cool, and I think as the tech gets better, I'll probably get more involved with it a little bit more. But as of right now, I don't know. I go back and forth. I don't use it that often, but like it's something cool to pull out occasionally and be like, oh yeah, I forgot that I had this, and test it out. But I'm kind of with you, Rob. Same idea.
Yeah, and like I picked up like a more recent pair, and I was like, oh, the tech's just getting better and better, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm happy to see that space keeps moving forward, but I'm struggling to find it like in day-to-day use. I can't really see where I'm using it, and that's the same thing as you. Like, I feel like I'm in this bubble, and I want to be kind of in my world still, but I'm not with the glasses on. It's kind of this weird disconnect for me.
Right. Same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
I see now
I know Stubbs likes the XR glasses.
I see two claws in the behind you there. Sorry. I see it.
Yeah.
A claw 8 and the claw A8.
The
The
AA, well, I don't know what they were thinking with the one, that one.
The comfort?
in the-
Is it the comfort?
It's the angles. Like, what?
it's the anti-comfort.
Dude, I
It's
love
like
that
the
thing besides
opposite
the
of this one.
comfort.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
it besides the
opposite.
comfort.
So we said too. Like, hey, this
Like,
is
what is MSI doing? I don't understand.
it's so good in a lot of ways.
It's cool design, but I'm
Yeah.
like, it's just so angular. I don't understand all the angles, and the back too. Like, it's not rounded, it's not smooth. So when
Yep.
you're holding it, it's like you're holding like a brick. Basically, it's the weirdest thing. I don't, I don't get it. Yeah, I'm just messing around with it, but I'm like, yeah, this one's probably not going to be staying around with me. So
Yep.
Yeah.
At least we can mess around and give people opinions about things and see how we like things. But
I really
some of
like
the
that one.
stuff
It
is
was just like I don't hold like my hands are not like they're not square hands that like I have to like I have
you got?
hands have curves,
It's
man.
like-
Like where how am I supposed to hold this
It's
thing?
like the biggest disconnect, because I remember when the first MSI Claw launched, they were talking about how they studied the hands and how it grips things, and they just like went further and further away from it. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, the A8 was very strange. When
But hey,
I
you
first
know
felt
what?
That.
You know what?
What?
These two handhelds are still cheaper than a Legion Go 2. So
You can get both of them. You can get both of them almost.
you almost could get both of them.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
yeah, and despite everything, the Legion Go 2, to me, with that big kickstand, it is comfortable to play on, but it is not comfortable to lift up and use. You got that honking huge battery in there, a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I don't know. I don't know if it's one I'll hang on to long term. It's really tough to use it and then try to recommend it at $2,000. Where at that point, why not get an Apex or a GPD Win 5? Why not spend a couple more $100 and get something way more powerful?
Yeah, $2,000 gets you a lot. A lot.
That's someone's
Yeah.
rent. I mean, that's a big chunk of change right there.
Yeah, that's top ramen for 6 months kind of purchase. I mean, and they're hard to come by. If you see them open box at Best Buy for the original, I don't know, $1,700, even that is not a recommend.
I mean, Costco had the best deal on it. They had the Z2, just the regular Z2 model.
Yeah.
For the 1,050 price point, but they're gone now too. So it's just, yeah, I don't they're not even in stock at $2,000, and I don't think they would sell many at $2,000 when it is in stock. So
No.
And it does buy a lot of corn dogs. That's true. We love
and
our corn dogs here.
R36s as well.
In every color. Yeah,
I mean, that's why I said I said every color, every clone, every color, anything you can imagine.
What's the lore behind the R36S joke? What am I missing?
Oh, it's cheap. It's a cheap handheld that it became very popular. It has its own subreddit.
No. I know what the R36S is, but why 3 years later are we still talking about it?
Because it's still the number one most requested troubleshooting help in our Discord. Every day, people wander into various channels asking, I have an R36S. How do I get help with this? And people are nice and point them to the help channel for it.
Probably the entryway into the hobby for most people. That's the
crazy the worst, man. It's like, okay, let me help you. What panel do you have? Oh wait, okay.
Right.
Then we're gonna do Arc OS. No wait, Arc OS for clones. No wait, Dark OS. No wait, this other Arc OS that got forked after this Arc OS. And then you go in and it's like, oh no, this got discontinued. Go to this GitHub, and you're like, I don't know how to help you anymore. just go buy an Ambernick, please. Just go buy an Ambernick.
Just go buy an Ambernick.
Crazy because, you're talking about what, $10-$20 more, and the significant difference that you can get in terms of a quality of the handheld is unreal. Yeah.
Rudy, hello, sir. All right, man. So beyond all this fun high-end handheld stuff, let's catch up about what you've been up to. So again,
sure.
You're coming up on your 3-year anniversary here, or you already, I guess, have passed it, right? And you had a period of time this year where you had to take a break for, what was it? Was it a month total? Like a month and a half?
It ended up being a month. Yeah. It ended up being a month, pretty much exactly. And yeah, it was, if you want me to go through it, woke up or put out a video on Vita 3K emulation. That was the first one I did. It was a setup guide for Vita 3K. And I got a warning for it. I'm like, okay, what did I do in this? And I go through
emulation.
it. I'm like, yeah, it was just a normal setup guide for Vita 3K. And I'm like, I've done this hundreds of times now in the last 3 years. So I go through it and I'm like, okay, maybe it's the ROM section. Like, I don't have anything. I'm like, it's probably the ROM section. So I made some tweaks to that section and then I re-uploaded it and it was fine. So I'm like, okay, I guess they caught that. I'm like, whatever. They didn't like the fact that I used their own service of Google to show where to get these games. And so then the next video I did was, I think the Mario Kart Wii Mario Kart Wii ROM hack video.
Okay. Yeah.
And I just showed the ROM hack, like playing Mario Kart. And I showed how to actually set it up with Revolution patches in Dolphin, which is completely legal. Nothing wrong with that. And that one got a strike. I'm like, okay, this is like, these are two completely different videos. Like, there's no connection between them. And for anybody that doesn't know, once you get a strike, you're banned from posting for a week at that point. So you can't do anything. I can't do a community post, can't do any videos, can't do anything like that. And so that week I was like, okay, I'm going to do another video. And the third video that I did was, oh man, I should know this. It's my own stuff. What was the third video?
Was it another emulation related, right?
It was the Sega Dreamcast. I did a Sega Flycast emulation video. So I was trying out the Flycast standalone emulator. And I'm like, let me check this out, 'cause it's been a while and I'll do a video on it. And then that was the last strike. So at that point, I'm banned for 2 weeks. And the next strike would be deletion of channel, deletion of all videos, like poof, Joey's gone, everything from me. And so I kind of stepped back at that point and was like, I guess this is it. Right. And I'm talking to my wife about it and all of that. And I'm like, this is it. Like, whatever. And I did up my resume, sent out some resumes. I was like, I'm done, I guess. Like, this is how it ends. And you kind of know in the back of your mind, like knowing YouTube, that this could happen to you. You're not absolved from it, but
we're in that niche.
We're in that niche. And thankfully for me, it's like, if this happens, I'm not starving. Like, my family's not going to go starving if it does happen. Like, I'll just go get a job. I'm fine. It's whatever. And so that's what I did. I was like, okay, I'm done. And my wife was the one who kind of talked me back into it. She's like, try a few more things, like whatever. YouTube wasn't responding. Nobody was getting back to me. I tried Twitter. Like, nothing was working. And then Russ and sent me an email, and he's like, hey, I don't know if this could help you, but like I have a channel manager. He wasn't able to help that much on my stuff way back when, but maybe you could help. So I thanked Russ and I replied back and I was like, hey, here's what's happening. Can you help me, to the channel manager? And then a few days later, it was like, he's like, can you just give me another rundown of what's going on? I gave him a rundown. Then it took like a week or 2 weeks or something. And he's like, well, I got the strikes down. All the strikes are gone and you're good to go, kind of thing. And I was like, after everything. So let me, because I think I skipped over the hardships in between there. YouTube chat, YouTube DMs, YouTube, all of that. I'm almost certain they're all AI. Like there is no person.
Yeah, it's awful.
Because that was the one thing that they could not tell me. I was like, can you just please tell me what timestamp is the problem? Where is any of the problem here, so I could fix it or at least know what the issue is? And they couldn't. They're like, that's handled by a different team. I'm like, can I talk to that team? No, you can't. Our decision is final. Your content is harmful or dangerous. That's what they said. I'm like, what part of like Mario Kart is harmful or dangerous? One of the most family friendly games in the world. So throughout all that time, I was trying to get answers from anybody that might talk to me. But from what I found, this was literally the way to fix it, is if you have a bigger YouTuber that sponsors you kind of, or like is like in your corner and gets your help through their channel manager or whatever it is. And without Russ, my channel would have been dead. Like I mean, I thanked him and I thanked you guys many times, but again, thank you to Russ, because without him, I would have waited 90 days to come back, because that's how long it would have taken for the strikes to fall off. Yeah. And then I would have been a toss up on whether I get another strike or not. Yep. If I'm still in whatever blacklist or whatever they have me in to get me another strike. And so that's why I stopped posting. It was just like, if I post another video, if I post a community post and the channel gets taken down, that's all of my videos gone. And that's a lot. And so I just played it safe. I went on Twitch, which ended up being pretty cool. I played a lot of games on Twitch and I'm still doing it. Yes. And that's what I kind of decided to do, was just, you know what, I'm going to go on Twitch and play there. And then we'll see what happens.
You got monetized there too now, right? Like you're past that awesome goal.
Yeah. It took 4 days, I think it was, to get monetized. But I mean, obviously I'm coming from a background of 86,000 subscribers or whatever it is.
You're going to get some people coming over.
Yeah. So yeah, that ended up helping quite a bit. You don't get a lot of money on Twitch at all. I don't know if anybody knows this, but like you literally do not get any money at all.
Hey, I'll add, to be fair, YouTube is not exactly a big paying gig either.
Yes, agree. But if you take that number and then divide it down quite a bit, the Twitch is it's a lot worse.
We're really eating ramen packets, right?
Yeah, it seems like Twitch is way more of a grind. But I can understand. But then some people swear by it too. And they're like, no. You know, there's got to be ways to monetize it further. I guess affiliate stuff and sponsors,
the sponsor streams and all of that is, it seems like it ramps up a lot more once you get past that little stage of smaller Twitch person or whatever it's called. Once you get past that and you get bigger, your money ramps up quite a bit, it seems. This is Banjo-Kazooie, or this is the Legend of Banjo-Kazooie Jiggies of Time.
Nice. I did a video on that way like 2 years ago. Yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. We have it for our ROM hack of the month on the Discord.
Awesome.
So
really good choice.
It's been fun to play.
Sweet. I haven't tried this one out yet.
This is impressive what they did. It's like a full blown like remake. It's completely a brand new game essentially. It's kind of amazing.
Wow. Just using the assets, upscaling, and.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's a condensed Ocarina, or a condensed Hyrule in Ocarina, and just Banjo running around doing his thing.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
man. Okay, so with that, and now you've been doing Twitch for a while, and to me, selfishly, it hasn't been all bad too, because it gave us a chance to reconnect as friends.
Yeah,
like this interim period for you, like you hit me up on Twitter, or you hit Ban up on Twitter. And Ban's like, hey, Joey, I got like a Joey on the line here for you. I'm like, Joey from Joey's Retro Handhelds? Like, yeah.
Wait, Ban's your receptionist?
Yeah.
It's about time he does something around there. Like, honestly, it's about time.
That's what I keep saying. I sent him a green Game Force Chi, and he just wants to throw it away. Like
I'm buying that from
that
him.
hurt me.
I love the Game Force Chi. Well, I don't love it as I love
We
it
know you love
for
that Chi.
I love it in a certain way that you love a bad movie or something. You know,
You like the little,
little nip,
yeah,
nips. Yeah, you know me. But you know how it is, Rob. But no, we have our old Joey ones. We got to pull back in here now. There's
There
the
it
Game Force
is.
Chi and all of its green glory.
Band breaks my heart.
Man, I'm gonna get that Chi back in my life, just like I got my Riz back last week.
No, I'm sorry, I interrupted you guys. You're
Yeah,
telling your story.
It's all right. Where were we at? We were about to get a little bit mushy and a little bit spicy.
Let's get back to it because it's good stuff.
It's the good stuff. And to preface all this for people who don't know, like a couple years back, like we're all good. We've all been good friends for a long time. We got to like a certain point in our growth where there was, I think, a little bit of competition, I would say, or something, a little bit of tension started between us, and that kind of grew on itself. And eventually we just couldn't like be in a partnership together for a while. And I think there was some miscommunications. I definitely was a poor communicator during that time. And I apologized, to you, Joey. And then you were apologizing to me, saying like you wouldn't help us out if the roles were reversed. And so then you're like, well, maybe am I the asshole? And I'm like, no, I'm the asshole. And we were trying to say like, who was the bigger asshole?
It's
You know what
me.
they say?
It
Just
is
hug
me.
it out, bitch.
And then we hugged it out. Bitch.
It's definitely me, but it's funny because to this day, people still think it's the Game Force Ace shipping thing that caused our
What?
feud. And I'm like,
What?
you guys are so behind on whatever information you have. But no, it's look, we had our falling out, and in all honesty, I mean, looking back, yeah, it was me. Like I know it was me, and I know what the issue was, and I know, and it's exactly kind of what you saw. It's hard not to get competitive in this, and for a lot of different reasons. And like, I'll give you a perfect example, and it's something that I struggle with, but like I shouldn't. It's like today, Russ released an AYN Thor setup guide, and I'm sitting here like, oh, you mother, but like, why, like,
no, we all do that.
I know.
Like, we all do that, but yet we're all still friends. But like, no, I get it. I get it.
And so like that, and then you have a few of those that build up. And so you start to look at things a different way. And then you have people that come into like your comments or whatever, and they're like, why am I watching this video when I can just go watch a Russ video? Like I've had a few of those over the years. Or like you have a Reddit comments, right? They're like, you have a Joey video gets posted, and in the comments, they're just like, well,
Reddit.
why watch Joey when I can just go watch Russ, or I can go get a Russ setup guide or whatever it is. And so all of this compounds into like, it's not Russ. Like Russ hasn't said a single thing. Like he hasn't done anything wrong, but you have all this that compounds, and like, I have no easy way to deal with this on my end. And so I'm like, you deal with this thing and you deal with all of it, and it compounds into like a thing that I shouldn't be doing at all. And I shouldn't be looking at it like, oh, okay, so now I got to look at Russ's, like whatever he's doing, and oh, why is he using that title? Why is Retro Handhelds using that title? Why are they so happy about, like, why am I even caring about any of this? It has nothing to do with me. Is kind of the road that I went down. And then the recognition of like you guys reaching out and helping me at a time where like, if the shoe was on the other foot, could I say that I would have done that? And so that was my come to Jesus moment of like, all right, you're an asshole. Like you need to fix things.
Oh man.
And so that, not to say that I'm going to be happy go lucky going forward and be like, oh Retroid,
Rainbows
thank you
and
for
sunshine.
this. Thank you for this broken handheld, or like Ambernick, thank you for this RGBS. Like you guys are doing great. But I think with the content creator space, at least I need to look at things a different way. And that was one of the things that helped me get out of this hole. So one of the benefits to all of this happening was this, I think, in my mind.
It's been cool, man.
Sure.
It's been cool. Like, and you and I reconnected in the DMs there and just talked about, we went over like every situation, in the past that there was miscommunication and competition and stuff. And, and then we had a true feud. Like the only real feud I think we've had in the space, and it was pretty epic too. It got pretty epic at points, and it reminded me of like Cheers. I don't know if you ever watched Cheers, but like the two bars were warring throughout the show's run, you know, and they'd have these epic pranks, but yet they'd also still kind of break character and be friends too. Like it, that's how it's felt on my side a bit. Like we had these like spats back and forth, and we kind of sling things subtly at each other, like with the RP Flip 2 launch.
Flip
And
2.
that was like a whole thing. And like you had your people like coming in, like not that you sent them, but like your people were in the Discord, your people, and they're like, well, Joey, you know, we're on Joey's side about this, and then our people are like, well, no, we you know, RH's side about this. And in the end, like, okay, Retroid released another handheld. Let's all get, okay, cool. Like, let's get over this and move forward. And then I know, like, yeah, you had your newscast about it, and then like I subtly responded by just getting upset at Canada instead of like, I didn't call anybody out. But then, like, also, I got love for you too during this, because there was another dude on Reddit who was going off about you, who was saying like, well, RH, you know, kicked him out of the Discord, and you know, for all these reasons. He made up a bunch of other reasons, and I said, no, hold on. I was like, yeah, we didn't. In the end, it became too big to contain, and so yeah, he has his own Discord. We promoted that and said, hey, we're kind of ending the partnership, but go support Joey on his Discord here. And I just sort of corrected on all the other stuff, which was just random beefs I think the person had with you. And then throughout, you know, it's like, okay, we keep each other going. You're like, oh, you made a guide on this. I'm like, well, we need to make a guide on that too. And there's a little bit of that, but it was definitely tense at times. And then we get around to now, and this happened. And Russ was the one who was like, well, I want to support. I can't, in good conscience, you know, go to sleep knowing that I could have helped and I didn't, despite any past stuff, you know. And that I mean, it's cheesy here, but it melted me a bit. And it's like, well, why are we still holding on to this, you know? And then we followed suit and said, you know, let's support, let's get the word out, let's try to get this fixed. A lowering tide sinks all ships, and we really are. We're not that big of a niche, and we kind of are all in this together, whether we like it or not. We all are. If one retro emulation YouTube channel goes down, and we have that precedent, all of us, who's next, you know? And you learn to help each other. And then when you did reach out, you know, it melted all away. Like it just all left my body and completely. And I was like, okay. And now, like you say, we're not all rainbows and sunshines forever here, but it definitely like opened that door to connect a bit and realize like, oh, there's a cool friendship here. Like we still have to explore. And I've been on your Twitch streams in the morning. Like it's been fun. My morning coffee, trying to ignore my day job. And, and it's just a cool thing to wake up to. And like we've got talks, and you have your guinea pigs on there, and I got to learn their names and got to know you in ways I never did before, even though we've hung out in person at CES and stuff.
Right.
And so it kind of comes full circle. And now it's like, well, do you want to be on the podcast? You know, and Joe used to be on this podcast from time to time. We do some collabs, and you're like, yeah, you know, why not? And then you came back to YouTube and you made a video and you talked about all this openly, and it was very commendable. And it was like, I respect the hell out of that, man. Like, it was so cool that you came out and just said like, oh, you know, my bad, you know, here's some things, and acknowledge that. And yeah, I haven't seen much of that in this scene, and it was cool, man. So
What's funny is I can't win. Like, so I did that video, and I still had somebody in the comments being like, why did you say this? It was completely against everything, and you're attacking Russ again. Like, I don't know where you're getting this from, man. The whole video was like thanking everybody for their help, like legitimately from the heart. Like, thank you so much. And like, you have somebody that's like trying to pick apart your words, and like even after like 4 comments of me being like, nope, that's not at all what I meant, they're still like, nope, that's exactly what you meant. I'm like, no. And yeah, so
what's
like
the joke that we have for all of us?
Clear. Yeah, just to be clear, I'm being legitimate there when I'm saying thank you to Russ the 10 times that I did through email, as well as in the videos, and especially now, and you guys as well for your support. And like all of that is legitimate. Like I'm not that's not fake at all.
Yeah, and I can feel that wholeheartedly too. And it's it's just cool. And I've gotten messages from people too who are like, well, if you guys can end that beef, why don't I end this beef with my mother-in-law? Or like, you know, like I've gotten a few messages like that. If hell is frozen over, then I can, you know, I've gotten a few people messaging about that, saying that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. You know, that's good. You know, that's really good. And we all of us creators are by nature going to be in some level of competition with each other by default, because we're all in the same niche. We're all releasing videos all the time on the same topics, and sometimes they compete. And I know, like for us and with Russ, like it took us years to work out schedules to like not completely step on each other, and it's still an ongoing thing of figuring out, you know. And eventually, you just have fun with it. We learned, like, instead of creating like an enemy or something, you just jab each other a bit and have fun. Like even like me and Rob, you know, like we're both on separate channels here. We work together a lot on the podcast, but you have fun with each other. You kind of rib each other, and that's so you'll get that some of that competitive nature in you, but yet you still become and stay good friends. I think a lot of different niches and hobbies tend to have this kind of stuff. You know, not like this. And I can't think of a Rob example exactly, but
well, I can think of one with Zoo, which was completely unintentional but hilarious at the same time. The whole GameCube emulation on 34XX SP, how he had like a maybe like a 1 minute thing about it in his video, a review video, and then I went and made like a whole GameCube emulation video about it and setup and all that. It's just like everyone's talking about it, and Zoo's like, "What the heck? I talked about it like 2 months before."
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, I feel bad because I'm like. I actually watched his review video, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then I was following along with the progress of GameCube emulation, and it was like, okay, now it's at a point where I can actually make a video and people can follow along and do something with it, you know. But it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm not trying to like steal thunder from Zoo. It just happened.
Right.
I mean, you know, so and there's a lot of crossover in this community. I mean, there's no way to avoid it. It's almost impossible, basically. And you'll have reviewers or people saying similar things as well. And it's just, that's how it is, you know?
And you got to let it go too, just like the laptop niche and, you know, all the other ones. There's a bunch of different creators saying talking about the same topics, but having different opinions. And like people are saying in chat here, you know, it's nice to hear different people's opinions on the same topic, on the exact same thing.
Right.
I've seen that mentioned in chat a lot where, you know, I'm like, wait, I like to watch more than just one reviewer or more than one video. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I do the same thing. If I get into a topic, I'm watching 10, 20 videos on it because I need to know everything.
Yeah,
you know?
I want to see the multiple opinions.
And I think a lot of people are like that in our space as well. And I think there's room for everybody. Clearly, there's room for everybody here, you know? So I think they're all successful in their own different ways. And there's plenty of growth and plenty of space. So,
So on that topic, Retroid probably has 2 devices coming up pretty soon, Stubbs. Do you have any information? Do I have any information? Does anybody have any information?
I mean, my guess is like an RP Classic 2, because their
mortgage screen is coming.
You know, discontinuing the RP Classic, I guess, at the end of the quarter. So,
oh, we segued. Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
I didn't even try to do that. That was
good. That was smooth.
That was real smooth.
That was real smooth.
That was good.
Oh,
so what do you?
ET Dong.
So what rumors do you have floating around that you want to?
Oh
discuss?
no, I was trying to make a joke because of the Flip 2 situation, but that completely failed.
Oh yeah, no, that was epic though, because it's like because I know you were wanting to, I think, get credit for the RP Flip 2, and I'm like, well. And I'm like, no, well, Zoo should get credit for some reason. So I lifted Zoo up and said he's the creator of the Flip 2, of course. And like we just had fun with it a bit, and it got
why did you put that stupid design on there then?
It got out of hand. Yeah, it's true.
What's that stupid design about?
Why is that clock on? Is this your doing, Joey? What the hell?
So it's funny
Zoo's
because
doing.
I had information that I could not share publicly, and the only thing that I was teasing was that it's coming. Like I know it's coming.
Yeah.
I've seen something, like I've seen actual pictures, and that's all I have. And so that ended up being pretty funny after that, where it was like, oh no, we're not working on a Flip 2, and then like a week later they're like, oh, here's the Flip 2, by the way. But yeah, it was.
And you know what's funny though? At the end of the day, it's all the way Retroid handles everything.
Yeah,
really. I mean, in my opinion, that's why there's all this that's happening, because it's just the way Retroid handles all these announcements. It's
right.
completely insane the way they do everything. It's like, that's why it exists. That's why we have all the speculation happening. It's just, can you just announce things like a normal company and just,
Right.
okay, here's new product. Let's talk about it, and then move on from it. Like, it's just, they're always very coy, and they're always kind of try to be sneaky about things. And a lot of the companies in the handheld space are like that. And I don't know why they're like that. It's weird.
You get that drip feed of information that drives us nuts.
I hate that. Yeah, I hate
like
that
like
so
Ambernick's doing
much.
right now with the RG Square or whatever.
Like
Like the
RG
with
rotate.
the fake
love that.
leak. The fake
Rotate.
leak. I
fake
love
leak.
that.
Yeah.
From like, I don't know, like some random angle in like their office or something. It's like, come on.
Dude. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen this year, guys. It's been a tough one.
It's been a weird
Start.
Like
I like what you're doing, Joey. You're pivoting more towards games. I know part of that was because you were off YouTube, but that pivot towards really focusing on the games to enjoy on these handhelds should truly be the focus right now, I feel like, because people don't need to buy hardware after hardware. In fact, part of this is nice because we have some end game devices out like the Odin 3 and the Thor, in the Apex, and now we can slow down and talk about what you can do with these things.
Mm-hmm.
So what's funny is those videos don't do well at all.
Thank you.
Anytime I make a games video, it's the worst video that I've ever made in the world, but it's the most fun that I had making it. And that's sucks.
I've heard it from other people in the space as well. Anytime they talk about games, it's like no one wants to watch. It's like, wait, you guys don't want us to like show you new toys to buy because like the whole FOMO or you're getting excited about new things. But when we actually want to talk about games that we may like or games that are really cool, you should check out and play on a device. It's like no one watches.
It's the worst video ever.
I put out that Android gaming video for Ban basically because I think he's the only one that watched it. I'm like, it's my worst performing video probably in the past 2 years. It's like, I feel your pain, Joey.
Yeah, and people are wondering if you were my electrician all along. And so this is a subplot that happened last season where I had an electrician, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, he tried to murder me.
Oh, no.
And don't worry, we vanquished him to the Shadow Realm in the portal in my attic, of course, as you know. And so that's done. And no, I don't think that was Joey. His name was Tim. You know who you are.
It
out
was
there.
Tim. Yes,
it was Tim.
Many months of you getting it completely wrong.
Yeah, this was a gag last year, but we did have fun with it. Okay, so now you're back, man, and we have you on the show. And so while we have you here, I don't want to waste your time yammering on about the past and what could have been, what this should have done that. Because water under the bridge as far as we're concerned over here, and looking forward to working with you. And some competition is fun, It drives the content, and it makes like channels like try to do better and better. And the people who benefit are the audience. They get to watch awesome videos on both channels, and then you get to collaborate. And so, like, more than ever, we're having this network of YouTubers who work in parallel, but yet we all watch each other. We all watch out for each other, basically, because
that's probably
what
the
happened
best
to you is
feature that YouTube added last year was the collaboration. Feature.
And we'll add you on this.
Yeah, I'm like, that's probably the best thing that they did. I have
no idea what you guys are talking about.
There's a collaboration feature where it'll show this video on your channel in your collabs feed.
It will show it to your audience.
Your audience,
and also on the page too.
Automatically.
Learning things today. Cool.
So you'll get the benefit of our audience. All of them get advertised this, as well as we get the benefit of your audience getting advertised. Yep. Although we have some crossover audience, as like we can see in chat. It does allow cross promotion, and it's really good for everybody involved in the collaboration. It's pretty cool that they added this.
That's a good example. Yep.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
So so I send this out after the live's over, and
which I wish that's the one thing I want them to improve on, is to allow us to do it beforehand. So if someone wants to catch us live or catch something live, and they're like, hey, my favorite creator is going to be live with RH or whatever. Yeah, they don't know it until it's done. It's after it's all finished already. So it's like, that's one thing I want them to fix.
And I meant to do it today. I was wondering if they maybe added that so we can add people before we go live, so you get that cross promotion from the start. But alas, we'll have to try on the next. So, all right, we got that going. And we asked you this question many years ago. For all of you who've been watching us since season, I think 3 is where we kind of introduced you and you started hanging out with us. We asked you, adore, keep, delete for handhelds. What one handheld would you adore for a night? What one handheld would you keep for a lifetime? And what handheld would you delete out of existence because it sucks ass?
I can't wait for Joey's answer on the delete.
I want the 2026 revision.
I wonder if my 2026 answer is the same one that I gave way back when.
Okay, how about we add a twist to this? It has to have come out, what do you want to say, like in the past year?
2024 or after. Well, isn't it more fun to leave it open to see if he matches up?
Okay, yeah.
That's what I would say.
There you go. And then we can have everyone in chat go back and see if it was the same answer.
Yeah.
So is adore, keep, delete?
Yeah.
So keep. Do I have to start with adore? I guess we can.
No, you can go whatever order.
Okay. Keep is Thor. AYN Thor for sure.
Fair. Yeah.
It's so good. Like
We got the white model too.
Yeah, it's such a awesome device. Adore is what? One night you said?
One night. Till the battery runs dry.
One night with a handheld.
Mm-hmm.
What? That's a great question.
Like the Legion Go 2. That was one night, it sounded like.
I don't know if I could hold it for a night.
I don't think I could hold it till the battery. Well, I don't know.
What's one that basically you really want that you don't have?
That
you, or rather, it could be one you already have, but
you know what?
One that you're curious about,
Pocket DS. AYANEO Pocket DS.
Hey, there we go.
I saw you show it earlier, and I was always been curious about the Thor versus the Pocket DS. So I wanted to check it out.
I get playing Star Ocean Blue Sphere on here right now.
Ooh,
it's really very overkill for Game Boy, but I got the guide on there with a nice big screen.
That's the way to do it.
Yes, yeah. Guide on the bottom always.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then delete is going to be the R36S. It has to be.
my beloved.
R36S has to be deleted.
Why is it your beloved?
First you said the data frog was a fire hazard, which I guess it is.
Ooh, I wonder if that was my answer back then.
I
think it might have been the data frog. I bet you it was the data frog.
Right before the R36S
The R36S is the new data frog.
Strays. I still like the R36S for what it is if you get one that works and you know what you're doing with it and it doesn't have massive problems all the time. Which, same reason why I fell in love with the base ROG Ally X box. I've got a problem, but go on. Sorry.
No, those are my answers. Those are my 3.
R36S.
Yeah.
And
Chad has a good point though. If you delete the R36S, something worse takes its place.
What? Yeah. What's going to take
its place? Can you live with
that?
How much worse can we get?
The data frog.
Oh, it gets worse. No.
It does get worse.
These days, it does get worse. Have you seen?
Okay, that's true. I know you guys are kings of the
no, Stubbs is the e-waste connoisseur. The UPS guy actually shouts that to him.
Like there's levels. Yes. There's Dead Fred. Dead Fred's at the bottom here, and then you guys are up now. Oh my god, what is that?
This is Dead Fred special right here. This is the PS Portal we have at home. It's the SJ-GAM M28. And it is.
Oh, my homies love SJ-GAM.
It does. It has a Helio 85 G85. I think it is in here. So it actually plays PS2 on the worst screen ever. On just horrendous everything. Why put that good of a chipset? This is $120. Why?
Oh.
Please delete this.
I just bought a PlayStation Portal. Actually,
it's actually not bad now.
Yeah,
I like
before
it.
the price increase. I grabbed one. Want to check it out. Oh, he's got the
30th.
This is so
30th one.
This is such a beautiful. Yeah, I like it. I've actually grown to like it more over time. I appreciate it for what it is, and it does a good job at what it's designed to do. Basically, I can see why it's popular. Right? It's plug and play. It's easy to get going. So it makes sense. There's definitely a market for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a market for 4 white guys with beards on a podcast. So
beautiful.
Oh, that's perfect. I got to get you guys some new photos. Now that I have the beard back. Joey, man. Okay,
yes.
So thank you for answering that. now we have that out of the way. I want to get to a couple of questions people have for you. So, Green Protagonist, or I guess comments. Joey, love your content. Enjoyed your Artemis Apollo tutorial. X86 getting expensive. How important do you think streaming will be? Recycle, reuse, renew. Oh, there's a question there. Okay. So how important do you think streaming is going to be with X86 getting so expensive?
I mean, yeah, super super important because look, if we go back to the Apex, right? Like I have the Apex. It was $1,600 when I bought it. It's $2,300 now. Do you know what kind of a Wi-Fi setup you could build for $2,300? Or
Wi-Fi like 8
PC, like any
that's where the real conversation shifts. Yeah,
it is like I have the Apex, but what if I had just a PC with a good graphics card and my Odin 2 Portal instead? Like that.
Or the Pocket Max too is another one that just a cheap
Pocket Max,
cheaper, no frills,
anything that you can stream too. And so like even in my latest video or my review video of like the Apex, I was like, yeah, this is great. But I mean, for most people, they're not going to spend $2,300 on this thing. They're going to either stream or buy something a little bit less. But streaming to me is still the best way that you could experience streaming. In-home streaming is what I mean. Not like GeForce Now or whatever, but streaming, in-home streaming is still the best way you can experience your content because you own those games, you're streaming in-house, you have control over everything. And really the cost or barrier to entry is an access point or a router or whatever. Like you're not spending a lot of money to do that if you have a capable PC. And so, yeah, I think going forward for anybody that wants to count their pennies or whatever, it's going to be important. Like that's the route I would go for sure. And you'll save a ton of money and you'll get the best experience.
Yeah. You get to beef up your gaming PC while you're at it.
It's crazy how good streaming is with Apollo and Artemis. That setup. It's like
so good.
Honestly, I think if I had no stats on screen and nothing, and I just gave this to somebody and say, "Hey, here, just have some fun," I don't think the average person would know that's streaming. No. If you have things set up properly,
it's good.
In the right device, I think you almost can't tell. I mean, I can't tell. I know what's going on.
First-person shooters get a little bit tricky. Like you really need lightning fast response times there with the decode times.
I mean, I don't have lightning fast response times anymore.
Well,
so you know what?
Well, of course, we're old men now. I was in my 30s when last we had Joey on. It's been a while. I was a spring chicken then. I was agile. Now I'm.
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because my Odin 2 Portal was my streaming device for like the entire 10 months, 11 months that I used that thing daily. I played through so many different types of games, streaming, all of it. And when you do that, it's like second nature to you. You can't tell that you're streaming anymore. It's just like, this is how games are. This is how I'm playing it. And the decoding is like 2 to 3 milliseconds. It's nothing like it. You have a proper Wi-Fi setup, like nothing, like it's a game changer for how to play these games. Like it was so good. So yeah, I definitely recommend streaming for anybody that are looking to do it for sure.
Yeah, and we're getting lots of love for you in the comments here. Just appreciating your unique viewpoint. I mean, it's true. Like you are outspoken and you are well known across the internet at large for being an outspoken gentleman where many YouTubers might like a device, like they'll know if they come to you, you might either hate it, not just because the other YouTubers like it, but you might find something that really sticks for you that you're like, no, why do people like this? And it almost became, annoying. And that's probably led to some of our issues enough because it's like, well, but I like this stupid Ambernick thing, whatever it was at the time. And you're like, nobody should like that. And, and if you like that, then you're probably a shill. And that word used to trigger me a little bit. Now I just have fun with it. I'm like, yeah, let's chill it up, man.
Can we take a moment to talk about that RG rotate thing?
Yes, sure.
Yeah,
I'm like, what do you think about that?
I don't understand what Ambernick's doing the last year. I truly have no. I get that a lot of people like their devices. Yeah, but I get that a lot of people like the devices. Like the 477M has their own
same thing with the
community.
476H. Yep.
476H has its own community. Like 477B has its own community. But like, not one of these handhelds in the last year and a half.
This
has,
year
like,
in particular has been
yes, and this year in
weird for them.
particular has
Yeah.
not matched anything from like older Anbernic to me. Like it's like they whoever was designing their old handhelds died, and then they replaced them with like this new Anbernic that just overcharges for their devices, forgetting that like we have Thor's Retroid Pocket 6s, Odin 2 portals. Like the Odin 2 portal is cheaper than the R77M. Is. What are we even doing in this world at this point? Like I don't get it.
Well, Max is just turned 70, as I understand it. The product manager, the guy who designs all these things, who kind of commissions them. So as I understand it, he's getting up there, and he kind of just wants to enjoy his life a bit. And so maybe there's been some new talent or some new people coming in to help out more, and maybe he's signing things off a little too quick. Just a thought. I think he's trying to make a lot of money, and there has been these rumors, and actually we have Rad in chat who was talking this earlier. Hey, Rad. It's talking about how Anbernic is silently swapping memory and swapping from like DDR4 down to DDR3 and cutting the RAM in half and still charging the same price.
They did the 2 gigabyte to 1 gigabyte thing on Cube. Was it the Cube or something like that? And then
34XXSP.
That's the one. Yeah. And then they're actually doing DDR4 to DDR3 as well.
Apparently there's people showing that and reporting it on Reddit and on Discord, and they're starting to get their detective glasses out. And we need to see somebody tear down these devices, these ones that are showing with less, to see like, is it a software misreporting? Because that's what Rob was thinking initially on that. Or did they truly actually swap for lower grade RAM?
Which, I mean,
it could be possible.
You know me, I've been reporting it on my Hardware Corner segment, and we have a lot of companies doing sketchy things and hiding things and saying they have this and it's not actually that. So
there's the Odin 3 thing that a lot of people are saying that it's not the Snapdragon 8 Elite. It's a whole other thing.
What is going on with that?
Yeah. But when I looked into this was something from like months ago too.
Yeah. It's
a year old.
But it was the same. It's the same chip apparently.
It's the same chip. It's just
so
Qualcomm's.
Weird.
It's Qualcomm's technically correct name for it, apparently.
Right.
But nobody else besides
nobody knows it.
Nicole
over at AYANEO was like, can you guys swap out in your content, when you talk about the 8 Elite, can you say the Qualcomm Dragonwing? Like nobody will know
nobody even knows what a Dragonwing is. Yeah,
but we'll add a little subtext, it says like, hey, this is also known as
the artist formerly known as the artist Snapdragon 8
formerly
Elite.
known as 8 Elite is now the Dragonwing. It doesn't seem to matter too much, but what does matter, and again, what does matter is if they did downgrade the RAM, and this is a batch like 5 Odin 3. So like, is there slower, 4200 megahertz RAM in here instead of what it should have been, or is that? And AYN says that it's just like a misreporting, and is how it's supposed to be, and like all these companies seem to be trying to get through this RAM crisis, but I wish they would be as transparent as possible versus some of this either completely sneaky moves by Anbernic or whatever AYANEO is doing. We'd love to get your take on that whole situation. And AYN, who's at least been trying to talk about it and explain it, and it still doesn't totally add up to me. But anyway,
it's also was like a random thing that it just came out of nowhere, and it's like, wait, this is a thing? I mean, I don't think anyone's referred to anything about Dragonwing since that initial announcement.
It's funny because the Dragonwing thing I saw, the Dragonwing thing I saw months ago when the Odin 3 was released. It popped up on Reddit one day, and somebody was like, "What is the Dragonwing or whatever?" And then somebody was like, "It's just the Snapdragon 8 Elite, just a different name." And then it just stopped being a thing, and then it popped up again. I guess this week everybody's talking about it, but it's one of those things that like the community gets hyper fixated on, but doesn't end up being a thing.
Yeah, this is not a thing. It's just confusion for no reason.
Yeah.
And it's confusing too, because this chip is not for gaming. So I don't know what that's about either. This is like a whole separate segment, category for Qualcomm chips. So I'm like, I don't know what, it's just weird. This whole thing is weird. It kind of came out of nowhere.
As I understood it, it's a request by Qualcomm. They want these corrections made when talking about their chip. And so AYN is trying to follow that guide.
We know Qualcomm's a real stickler for naming.
They
do a good job there.
not that it was incredibly easy to follow the Snapdragon
No.
8 Gen 3, 8 G3X Gen 3, 8 G3X Gen 2, 8 G3S Gen 5, like whatever it is. At least we could kind of piece that together and do versus comparisons and go on Google and figure it out.
Right.
When you're removing numbers and it's just the Dragonwing. I mean, we got used to it with Intel, Panther Lake and Meteor Lake. I guess they're trying to move people into thinking that way.
Well, the funny thing is that's actually just code names,
and that's code
like,
names
to the consumer. It would be like Core Ultra, Series 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, So yeah, people get fixated on the code names as well, which is not even what Intel really wants you to use necessarily. So
Right.
Yeah. So AYANEO. What's your thoughts on that? So it's been interesting to ask you questions about these things. We haven't caught up in so long. So like you've seen how they've not fulfilled their orders timely and all of the issues that have come up. Where do you stand in all that? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
So I might be missing whatever context of news story. What does something new happen that I might have missed?
No, this is from like December, January. I mean, they were being late on their Indiegogo fulfillments for the last year, so it was getting worse and worse and worse.
It just
and then they had the service commitment page, PDF page, and all that. Yeah.
Yes.
But they did have something recently, right, where the elites are discontinued.
The next two? The next two's gone.
The next two's gone, but also something with the Pocket Fit, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. They I guess they have the batch. They're going to put it up for sale one time on the website, and
then
that's it. It's done. Yeah.
Yeah. No more Dragonwing.
Which is hilarious because how long have we been waiting for that Pocket Fit 8 Elite? I mean, it's been how long now?
Yeah.
It was announced before the Odin 3, just to give people an idea. So yeah, that is kind of AYANEO in a nutshell, right? I mean, that is the biggest problem with them.
AYANEO is a company that confuses me. Like I just
very much
I don't
so.
get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it at all. And it's not that they make bad products or like bad looking products or like products that couldn't do well. It feels like they shoot themselves in the foot every single time. And I don't understand why they can't figure it out like every other company has. Like it's weird. And it's not like they're selling cheap AliExpress devices. These are expensive premium devices.
Yep.
And they just play games with every single release, and it doesn't make sense. Like I was going to buy a Pocket Vert, and actually they wanted to send me one. And then I looked at it and I'm like, those buttons are a little too small for me. I'm good.
They are small.
They're a little too small, but I was interested in it. I was like, I've been interested in a lot of their devices, but like something always keeps me away. And it's always something that happens every time. And I'm like, even the Pocket Fit, I never bought. But it's something every single time that happens. And it's like, I can't deal with that. Like I want my purchasing decisions between companies to be like, I give you money, you give me device in like a month or two. And if it's any further than that, I'm not giving you my money. Like I can't. So it's, I don't know.
I mean, like the Pocket Fit could have been that device that took AYANEO to the next level.
That should have been the one.
Yeah, they were out before Odin 3, and it was a good product. It was solid. And they fumbled it. They had an opportunity to really stand out in the space, and they just fumbled it. And it's like the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah. Actually, the Pocket DS was funny because I had one pre-ordered, then the Thor came out the next day, but I canceled the Pocket DS before that. But I was going to buy another one like a few months later or whatever. But the 2 or 3 people in my Discord that bought Pocket DSs had a failure of some sort that broke within the first day. And they just got it back now from November till now. They finally got their device.
Joey, that was their mistake, was sending it to AYANEO to get it. Well, I'm glad that they got it back now. But let's say my Pocket DS2, day one, the left shoulder button and the left joystick didn't function. I had to open up and do surgery on it and like reconnect cables and then reconfigure. And I scratched up the shell a bunch while doing that. So I had to ask them to mail me a new shell that I'd put on, which I made a cool hybrid dragon cheese thing. But anyways, yeah, problems day one. And that was after like the rant we had for AYANEO happened. And I started into my next AYANEO review, which was the Pocket DS. And I never finished. I got halfway through that. I discovered that and I said, I'm with Zoo. I'm done. and we haven't accepted review units since. We're like, I will buy them. I bought this from Rob, my second Pocket DS now. And
it's the only one that actually works, right?
Yeah, this one actually works. Well,
K's almost killed him,
Yeah, and
K's and yours was only half working, so
yeah,
I had the lucky one.
Yeah,
and then poor Andrew ordered, I think, one before me, and he didn't get it till the next year.
So, did you guys have the Pocket Air Mini? My only issue with that one was the screen. Like it seemed
ghosting.
okay, but the ghosting really.
The screen is not great.
But otherwise, it seemed okay. Like it was budget. It delivered. All of it was fine. It was just the screen I couldn't get over.
They're making some nicer devices these days, and I like to review their stuff if I buy it. It feels like their review guidelines are some of the most crazy. In particular, some of those reviews, like the AYANEO Ace, so like don't talk about how the test models, have a special screen coating that, that isn't final yet. Don't talk about that. And also, like, we'd like you to say this.
I hate when companies say anything's not final because you know what?
No,
I guarantee you it is. It's going to end up in production. It already is in production. That's the problem with most of this stuff.
Yeah, we were like, we can't, and we even like after I was pretty sure we burned the bridge. They're like, well. They're trying to fix it, and like, well, can we send you like more review units? I'm like, that will not. I was like, just ship your orders on time. Like, just focus on quality. You guys put up that like ChatGPT like response thing. Like actually follow through on all those plans you had, and we want to see one campaign go through successfully. And I would love to start to do some more reviews here, but still probably not review units.
Right. So the Air Mini is a good step in the right direction, and then
yes,
the Pocket S Mini was a step in the wrong direction.
Yes, and then what do you mean? You got a free Pocket Air Mini though, with the same screen, same. It's like, why would you want that as your free handle when you already have one like it?
Yeah,
and it's the 2 gig you're getting, right?
Yeah, it is.
I love these hot takes. So, have you been? People say this in the community too, like that you've been blackballed or whatever. You've been blacklisted. So, is that true? Has that been happening to you?
Yeah, I am completely. Like Ambernick, the famous one, absolutely nothing. Retroid stopped sending me things. And when I asked them, like, when did I ask them? 2 months ago or so?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, like, how come you guys aren't sending me things anymore? Like, just curious. They're like, oh, you didn't ask. I've never asked before.
I had the same problem.
Send it.
Yeah, I had the same problem.
But okay, I'll ask next time, and then we'll see what happens. But because they didn't send me the G2 or the 6, and I was like, okay. Then what's funny is Magic X, who I famously blasted about the first one they sent out, the X Human EM,
right?
Sends me everything now. They send me everything now, and they talk to me, and they're like behind the scenes, like they communicate with me and all of that. And I'm like, that's cool. Like it doesn't affect anything that I say about their devices, but like, that's what I'm looking for. Like that back and forth of like, tell me what's coming for review. Tell me what the issues are. So I know, and what you're doing to fix them and all that sort of thing. Like give me that back and forth. Like AYN does that very well. They'll be like, here's a review device coming. Here is all of the issues that we found. And they are being fixed. And so like, I know at that point, like they're doing their work. If I find anything during the review process, I will let them know, and they'll do whatever they got to do. Magme, very good at that as well.
Right.
Oh
yeah. You
Ambernick,
like Pocket Max.
Yeah,
you
Pocket
like
Max.
Okay. Yeah.
But Ambernick won't send me anything. I guess I don't know Retroid where I stand.
Ambernick won't send you anything.
Yeah, Ambernick no. Retroid, I don't know where I stand. AYANEO actually reached out about the Pocket Vert, but I didn't have an interest in doing that review. But it's I don't know. I'm back and forth these companies. Like I feel like as soon as they'll send me something, and if I don't like it, or if I do a review on it and it sucks, then they'll just won't send me another one at that point. And it's like, I don't really care if you send it to me anymore. Just leave me alone at this point. I'll buy it. I'll review it. It's fine.
Sucks. Like what's with the games that the companies will play? You know, that you got these reviewer games.
It's so different when you like deal with other manufacturers, especially outside of the hobby. And it's like
MSI
Asus,
and Asus,
Lenovo, MSI.
It's like
that
it's
corporate, so different.
Yeah, I'm like,
you know,
Red Magic is a good one for me. I've always loved working with them, and they'll give me something a month in advance. They tell me everything. They detail everything, how the product's going to launch, when it's going to happen. They are very rigid to their timelines.
Right.
But I have a month to use the device and really get into detail and really find things. And I'm like, I like that. I don't like the whole, well, here's a new device and it just shows up and you don't even know anything about it and what's going on here.
That's my biggest annoyance with like Retroid of all companies. Retroid like super annoys me with that stuff because they'll send you something, not even a week before it comes out. Like you have less than a week before it comes out. The G2 and 6, I don't think anybody got besides Russ at that point. But when they send it, it's not finished. Like the 5 wasn't finished when it was sent to everybody.
Right.
And then you have other devices that get sent to you and it's not finished. And
I hate that.
Or it comes after it's already shipped out to people. Like at that point, it's like, well, why are you even sending this to me? I'll just buy it. Like, I don't need you to send it to me if it's already out. Like, let me buy it. Because that's what reviews are for. It's for people to make an informed decision on buying this device or not. It is not for me to market your device. I don't care about you as a company. I care about the consumer end. I want to let them know if this is worth your money or not. That's it. And I think companies don't get that, especially in this space. They think it's just, we're going to send it to XYZ content creators. They're going to do their videos on it and we're going to get sales out of it.
Right.
But they don't always expect that, like, we're going to find something wrong. Like Russ found the RGDS thing problem and did a whole video on why he couldn't do a review on it, or like all these different videos that like the Vita and all of that. Like it's not always going to go their way. And so they have to realize that like, just because you're sending it for review doesn't guarantee either a positive review or that you're going to get something good out of it. Like that's not why you're sending it to us.
Correct.
That's not the point.
Correct.
But
because I think a lot of companies assume that if they're sending you a device, it's like, we gave you the device, so you got to say nice things about it, or
we bought you for $100.
Yeah, I'm like,
right.
And that's the thing. It's like, no. I mean, that's not how that works.
There's confusion about this too.
It's a cultural thing too. I think partly also. I think it might be some differences culturally, just in terms of like what their expectations are versus maybe what the culture is here in the U.S. and Canada and things like that.
They see us as advertisement, basically,
yeah,
and they expect to make money in return. And what I wish they would understand, and if they really looked at their affiliate metrics and they tracked it to the creators, even if they're reviewed poorly, even if we review the device poorly, sometimes even out of spite, people will be like, "Don't tell me what to do," and they go buy it anyways. Or like,
some people are curious; they want to try it out themselves.
And they're like,
"Okay, how bad is this really?"
I want to see, was it actually as bad as he says? Is he? And then they'll buy it. And so the company still makes a sale.
Right.
They get an honest review. And I just wish that, they wouldn't look at that. And I know a couple of the brands are like that, where they're like, hey, be fair. And what they really are saying to you is be nice. And there's that subtle kind of like thing in there. And you're like, nah, not going to play that game. So we can just buy the devices. How about that? And
my perfect example of that is the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. I did one video on it, I think, that year. I didn't like it. I was like, I don't like this device, whatever. I did a very quick review and I did one other video. And that ended up being, at the end of the year, the most affiliates I sold of any device. And it was a device I didn't like. Like I did 2 videos and that was it. And I was like, I don't like this thing, but sure. And that I always go back to that example of like, it does not matter what I say at all.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter if I like the device, doesn't matter if I don't like the device. You're going to get the sales no matter what. People are going to see it and they're going to make their own decision. They're going to be like, Joey doesn't like this for whatever reason. And they're going to see why I don't like it. And then they're going to make a decision. So I'm not the be all end all on your sales as a company, but I can guarantee you're probably going to sell more than that review unit if you send it. And it's better to kind of work with us than not work with us at this point.
Exactly.
Like, send it early, hear our feedback on whatever's broken or whatever. And if you want to fix it in the time before the review goes up, then do that. But if we're having this conversation after it goes up for sale, then it's already too late because it's in people's hands,
or it's like shipping in 4 days,
or it's like, shipping in 4 days.
And they don't want to hear the feedback. Like some of them do. They want the honest feedback.
Some
they
don't.
want it, and it helps them. And some really do not want feedback. They just want you to be like, it's 10, no, I have no notes. 11 out of 10. Okay, R36T.
I think we see more of that like in the TikTok side of things. Like,
I get
like, I'm scrolling the feed and I'm like,
You've seen that. That's
this is
slop
so
reviews.
It hurts because it's like some really bad handheld, and it's like they're hyping it up, and it's like this hurts. This hurts a lot, and there's a lot of that like on the TikTok side. It's definitely worse in that space. I think on YouTube you're getting a little bit more quality, more meaningful, coverage and things like that. But man, that's the kind of stuff they're looking for, basically.
So two things on that, because I see Steven's comment there. That I don't agree with, Steven, because it's definitely not on that side awful. But that's something I can talk to you about after.
Yeah.
What I do want to say, and I hate to keep ragging on Ambernick for this, but when a company releases a device like the RGDS and walking you through this whole process, they did a whole month of videos on the Ambernick RGDS, a whole month of like 10-minute videos, whatever, long enough for them to see that the frame rate drops from 60 to 40 hertz on that second screen. Like you'd have to go out of your way not to notice that. Like if as a company, legitimately. And you can't say that they didn't test it because they had the videos out for all of us to see. So that we know that they played with it. So then when that gets sent out to a reviewer and that isn't fixed, how else should I respond as like somebody as reviewing this than straight anger at that point? Because like, number one, you waste my time. Number one, you waste consumer time. And it's just like who do you think I am? I am not part of your Ambernick fucking marketing team. Like
That's one.
That stuff annoys me. It's stuff like that where it's like, they put no effort in. And you know they don't care, and they think that we're just going to be like, oh, here's this really cool flip device, like everybody should buy this. No, like put in a little bit of effort, put in the modicum of effort to do the right thing here, because otherwise, what are we doing? Like I don't get it, and so that's what gets me in trouble most of the times is like when I do a video like that and I'm like angry, and I did my satire video on the RGDS, because that's what gets people angry. They're like, Joey's just angry. Joey's just an angry person. Yeah, man, you'd be angry too if you spent $100 on this thing and it's broken. Like it's stuff like that completely bothers me.
You got to review what you have in your hands, because how can you expect anything different to land in customer hands? Even though they say, it's pre-production or, this will be fixed before.
Well, I hate to say about Asus. Asus is a good example of a more recent and a big company. They were like, oh yeah, the retail units are shipping with Xbox full screen experience out of the box.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was very careful to say that's what they say. And, don't hold your breath. I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. And you're probably going to have a lot of updates out of the box. And lo and behold, that was the case. So, these companies will say a lot of things, and it's hard because we have to kind of balance that and say, well, no, I'm not going to just say that, just because they said it, it's going to happen. That's usually not the case. And so it's our job to inform people and then let them make an informed decision. And that's where I feel like all of us come from. And that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
RGDS.
RGDS. Yeah, and there's Russ's.
There's some redemption arc there. At least it's coming along. But I mean, again, the problem is because of the community. The community is what saved that device.
Yeah.
Ambernick did the bare minimum to fix the device, and that's only because they got called out on it.
Right. Yeah, this is one that I did not like at all at first. And now, because we have Gamma OS and we have Rocknix, which is pretty cool, I'm starting to play with it a bit more. Like, all right, I like this. It's not too bad. It's still a cheap toy feel compared to the Thor completely. But if you need a dual screen at $100, that is an option. And it's not a bad option these days. But I also am an Ambernick shill. So, having said that, it's so funny, man. Being a content creator, the stuff we deal with, the comments, the community, the people who are with you and on your team, and so they'll fight for you against even other creators, and they'll start to want us to be in fights with each other. Like, well, Russ said this. Why do you say this? And they almost kind of want that. And I think a lot of what we dealt with over the last few years has been people perhaps wanting to get that popcorn out and have that moment because it's entertaining, And for us, it's not as much fun. It's like, nah. We all kind of are feeling the same pains and gains.
Right. It's very emotionally draining.
Yeah.
It's very hard. It's in some ways a very solo thing too, content creation, and it can be very lonely. So we need each other. That's what helps keep us going, and it makes this entertaining and fun for us. So I much prefer coming from a place where we're not in competition in that sense with each other like that. So,
Right.
Yeah, people want to watch the YouTubers dance. That's a great way to say it. They're like, yes,
just
dance,
not the AI version of Stubbs dancing.
Never.
Yeah, you don't there's no training for doing content creation, right? Like you pick up a camera, you film something, and then you have somebody telling you to go kill yourself, or you have somebody telling you that and you think I'm joking, but I know you guys probably got the same thing.
Yeah,
I
You get these random
absurd
comments of like the darkest comments that you could ever see, and you're like, man, this is just a device. Like this is a handheld. Like you don't need to take this seriously in your life.
Yeah, do not search for yourself on 4chan. That's
do not search for yourself on 4chan. No, that is great advice.
If you want mental health, that's not a thing to do.
No. But yeah, you don't get training for any of that stuff, and you're expected to deal with it in like a proper way. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're just like,
some days you're like, shut the F up.
Yeah. Someday you're like, I am going to respond to this, and I'm going to say exactly what I want to say, because like there's only so many times you can take it. But
exactly, yeah. Eventually you're like, great. That's your opinion, and just like an asshole, everyone's got one. That you get into that mindset. And sometimes that's more empowering. And Rob has a great book about this called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And that's too.
Good reading.
But
it's good reading. Yeah.
And it's good. And you're good at that too, man. You've always been good at just being direct with people and your commenters who give you grief. And you're like, hey, no. And you do come back and fight back. And which is cool. And you're also known
for that. But
yeah.
Like, at some point, like
you get a reputation where you're like, well,
yeah,
he's an asshole or whatever it is.
Right. There's always two sides to those stories. And it's like, sure, I'm an asshole, but show the comment that you posted that I replied to. Like they always don't post that part. Like it's fine. Like at some point, like I get you're supposed to, on this end, we're supposed to be more professional or whatever it is. But
we're supposed to keep it together.
We're supposed to keep it together.
We're the balanced ones, right? And people expect a certain consistency out of us. And we're not supposed to let anything get to us.
But sometimes you want to say, like, you're an idiot. Sometimes you just want to say it.
And I have plenty of times, but then I might delete that though. I'm like, I go on a walk, take my dog for a walk. I might come back and be like, nah, not worth it. Like, why am I letting this get to me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Other times it's like, shut up, shut the hell up now. That's enough out of you there. Calm down. Go outside and touch the grass. The grass is beautiful. Go touch it.
Go play some games. That's what I want. Go play some games. You have these handhelds. Like, get off the front end, play a game. That's it.
Now Lisa says you guys are humans with feelings. No, I wouldn't go that far. We are YouTubers, but
we're not real.
We're not supposed. We're not real things.
We don't feel anything. No. These are all pre-programmed algorithm bots, that run our brain. You know how it is. And then the other thing, I see this too. Yeah, crazy comments about Joey for like Joey likes it. That's how I know it sucks.
I like the Thor. Does the Thor suck?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's funny and sometimes I've tried to guess too, what you're gonna say. And we sometimes will come out with the exact same opinion. What was it? The Magmi Pocket Max, I think it was, where I was like, I think this is one that Joey's probably not going to like. I just don't think the Ergo's right. And then you ended up liking that, right?
I like the Ergos. Yeah, I actually found the Ergos to be pretty comfortable in that. And I like what Magmi's doing there.
I like what they're doing. Yeah, I like what they're doing too.
In my book, they're 2 for 2.
Yeah,
I think both devices are solid.
They got screwed on the price. That's it. Like it wasn't their fault. Literally not their fault, but they got screwed there. But
because I'm sure that was not their original plan. I guarantee you it was supposed to be an under $200 device. The fact that the early bird was $199, right?
Yeah, for the early bird.
Yeah.
Mr. Plow Meow. Am I saying that right? Mr. Plow Meow 768.
No, you said it right.
I said it right. Oh yeah, okay. Joey taught me how to install a switch sticks in my RG556 fan for life. Yeah, I mean your guides are legendary. Like their first Google results all the time. Like you got that lockdown. Yeah, you got guides on lock right there.
I like doing the guides. They're fun.
Yeah,
some
you're
of them
good
need
at
some
it.
updates, but they're fun to do.
You've given us
It's
a
funny
run
because
for
we
our
all
money.
have our
We
things that
tried
we
to
like to
level
do,
up.
you
Yeah,
know?
all of ours after seeing yours. Oh, we gotta try to come out this and do these even better. It pushes us all to be better. But like, yeah, Rob, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying that we all have things that we enjoy, like we were talking about earlier. You know, I mean, Joey likes doing guides. I do my emulation showcases and stuff, and we all have things that we enjoy. I mean, like, that's the thing. That's why we started it, right? We're passionate about the hobby, about the space, and we're trying to share some of that passion with everybody. So,
Right.
you know, I think, like, honestly, in this space, I've seen probably the most genuine, heartfelt people. You know, people that actually do really enjoy this hobby, actually do it when the camera's off. That's the thing that I really enjoy about our niche. You know.
Right. Yeah. We're not just doing this for show. You know,
Yeah.
we are playing with these devices.
I
We
mean,
are
I'm,
playing.
I'm messing
even-
around with shit all the time back here. I'm like, and half
It's just-
I'm not making videos on half this stuff because I like to mess around with stuff. That's
fun.
what I enjoy doing. It's part of who I am. So I like playing games, but I also like messing around with hardware. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to make a video on everything because I just don't have the time. But
Right.
not everything warrants a video either. So
Yeah, I'm starting to get into these dang tablets with the controllers. You know,
Oh,
the
you
Y700 with the
I got something
G9.
better.
Ooh.
What is this? You got
What
the
is
Gen 2026 revision?
Yes.
Oh,
You see
with
the
the,
little AI sticker here. Yeah.
Oh, the 8 Elite Gen 5?
The Gen 5. Yep.
No way.
It's still sealed. I haven't even opened it up yet.
Oh,
I'm working on
wanting to
something
buy.
else.
Oh, here I'm like here I'm like a pleb with my freaking Lenovo tab. It's like a Gen 3 Y700, you know, garbage. But it's got the same
Garbage.
chip.
Just throw it away. It's
It's
garbage.
the same chip that's in the Steam frame, the 8 Gen 3,
Mhm.
I think it
Okay,
is.
okay.
That's a great device and a great value considering what I don't know what the US and global pricing is going to be for this new tab, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be pretty. And based on what we saw with the Go-To pricing, I'm not going to be surprised if this thing is $1,000 for Lenovo globally, which
Jesus.
who's going to buy that? Who's going to buy an Android tablet for $1,000? I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. So, and it sucks because I know it's cool. I know it's going to be able to play games really well, and it's going to have all the great things that make the Y700 fun for a lot of people. But I mean, I'm going to just, I can't tell someone to go, yeah, you have to go out and buy this for $1,000. No, you don't. You don't need to do that at all. You know,
Right.
These older gen, you know, tablets, the Y700, the older years,
that's
they're
probably
pretty
the
cheap
move
now.
Yeah,
And you can compare them with this awesome G9 controller, which is a Lenovo Legion Go pretty much, but you drop the tablet in it. And I'm excited to play around with that. And then I beefed up my gaming rig and I watched Joey's your Artemis Apollo situation. I learned about that. And I'm streaming to these handhelds more now and learning about decode times. That's been a big focus in the last year. Rob has been surprised with me. Like, why are you talking about deep specs and stuff? You're Stubbs, you know, you're supposed to lick data frogs or whatever. And I said, I don't know, man. This shit's pretty cool. I think I'm going to play around with it. Because it's not just for show. And yeah, I know we're literally running a show. I love Jay DeWitt's comment. So this is a show, but we like doing this stuff. It's not like just for clicks or whatever it is.
I can probably guarantee I play more games than 99% of the community at this point. Like it's, and you can check out, like it's all public. Like,
Yeah,
I have
I
retro
literally
achievements. You
watch
can
you.
check that, or
I
like
watch you
Steam
every
or
day
whatever. Yeah,
on Twitch, right?
Yeah, Twitch, sure, but even without Twitch, like it's, I'm in the middle of Xenogears right now for PlayStation 1. And
Well, I have a cutout in your ceiling. I literally am watching you every day.
but yeah, I mean, you couldn't do this without playing game. Like you couldn't do this without actually using these handhelds for things. So I don't, but
I'm a little bit bad at that part of it because definitely there's more time spent tinkering than gaming for me. But it's something I'm trying to be better at. And that's going to lead us into our last segment. And then we're going to get out of here. Just what game are you playing right now? What are you sinking your teeth into? And for me, it's Star Ocean Blue Sphere because it's game of the month and I have to. And it's actually kind of fun. How about you?
I'm playing Xenogears, PlayStation 1. So that's my like personal game, Xenogears, PlayStation 1. And it is awesome. Like it is, I went in blind. I know nothing about Xenogears, but I am about halfway through the disc 1 right now and I'm loving it. It's fantastic. Like the music's great. The characters are great. The combat's actually pretty cool. All of that's awesome. And so I am thoroughly enjoying it. That's what I'm going to be doing after this. Besides that, our game of the month is Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. So I've been playing that on stream. which has been pretty cool with the actual Wiimote and nunchucks. I'm doing it the real way. Yeah, there I am. I'm playing Mario Galaxy. I'm learning how to play Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. I always got to see Juggle Your Balls in there. That's an interesting fellow.
Yep. Yep.
Was that this morning or was that yesterday?
No, that was, it would have been Wednesday or Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah.
Tuesday, because Wednesday we did Banjo-Kazooie, the
right.
ROM
Okay.
hack, which I also been playing. And then that's kind of it. I bought an arcade cabinet. So I've been playing some arcade.
Nice.
I just decided, so this rabbit hole, I don't know how much time we have, but this rabbit hole, I picked up the Wiimote and the nunchuck because I wanted to play Wii Retro Achievements. And then I discovered light gun games with Ghost Squad on Wii, which is just a really cool light gun game. And I'm like, okay, how many more light gun games can I play? I went down this rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
And
Wii is surprisingly really good for that.
Yes, it's awesome. And then I was like, okay, I have the light gun, but you know what? I want a real light gun. So I bought the Sinden light gun, which hasn't been delivered yet. It's on the way. I'm
super jelly.
And then when I got that, I was like, okay, I have the Sinden, but you know what? I don't want to do it here. I want an arcade cabinet. So I went down that rabbit hole and I picked up, it's the At Games Legends Ultimate, it's called. And the reason I picked this one up instead of like the arcade 1-up ones is this, you plug in an HDMI and a USB and you could just use anything. So I'm using my Apex to power it. And it's just literally Apex. I put Batacera on it and I could do whatever I want. And it's awesome. So I'm just straight into arcade now. Wife and I have been playing.
If you really want to deep dive into a whole new world, look at all the, there's like all the arcade shooters that are available on PC because of the fact that they use PC architecture, basically.
The light gun stuff. So I found a Steam curator, a Steam guy curator with light gun games that work. Nice. And so I've been adding those to wish list. I'm going to pick all those games up, but I was using
really cool stuff.
I was just using this little 3D printed Wiimote gun, whatever that you just put in here.
Nice. I actually have like an actual shell I bought, but I didn't, that's so cool. They have a 3D printed one.
Yeah, I just 3D printed it, and the gun, and then the trigger works. Although it's popped out right now, but the trigger works and everything. And I've been using this for Ghost Squad and whatever. But then I was like, I need to unghetto this. Like I need an actual like gun, and so I bought.
Well, because you also get like the force feedback and everything on the Sindens, right?
So I bought the recoil one. So it has the actual recoil on it, which is pretty cool.
That's so cool. All I think about like arcades, like Time Crisis, and it's like
I love that. So I bought the pedal. I bought the pedal as well for Time Crisis, so I could actually hide and do it. So all I need is the Sinden to get delivered, and I'm set. Like I could just play whatever I want. But
it's like a whole genre that I so very much miss. I love arcade like gun games, like ton of fun for me.
I didn't have my only connection to them was 20 years ago in like movie theaters, which
movie theaters are always a great place to find those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it can be fun. House of the Dead and all those games. Time Crisis.
House of the Dead was awesome. We were playing it on stream. Like I was just like dying because it was just a comedy, and I'm like laughing my head off.
It's so cringe.
No, it's funny as hell. I was dying.
The voice acting and just the dialogue, and it's just so bad, but it's good at the same time.
Yeah.
I gotta try this. You guys see, you influencer. It's funny, everybody, because we influencers influence each other, and it's a problem because now, guess what? I'm gonna be Googling and looking up this damn stupid thing.
I'm gonna write up how to use the Wiimote for anybody that wants to do the Wiimote. I'm gonna write that all up and how to use it with like the Wii, but also like DuckStation and like other emulators because you can just use it. But the influence thing.
The B-Duck Pocket Air Mini is the actual DuckStation. Sorry.
Yeah, the B-Duck. You guys made me buy a MacBook Neo that I was actually going to make a video on. I've never used Mac before. And then I gave up because
I just made a video showing what it can do. That's it.
I saw you do a video. I saw ETA do a video, and I saw Russ do a video.
I didn't make no video. I don't make videos, so
yeah. But
I refuse.
We definitely influence each other. I'll see something cool that somebody did a video on. I'm like, okay, I got to buy one of those, I guess.
Yeah, you have no choice. I did the same thing. I bought a Neo from Apple with the employee discount or the educational discount because they don't check. Everyone keeps saying that. I'm like, all right, I'm going to try this. And then the next day I'm like, what am I doing? And I canceled the order. I'm like, I don't want a MacBook. What am I going to do with this? I'm not going to make content with it.
For me, the most exciting thing was that it's just a refreshing piece of hardware in a time where everything is going up in price, right? And then it's like Apple's dropping a $599 laptop, or really $499 because they don't really check the EDU stuff. But I mean, like, what's happening here? What is going on with this world right now? It's
Where
weird.
Mac is the cheapest good laptop you can get.
Yeah.
But I mean, see, but it's also important because fine, maybe you don't like Mac, you don't care about Mac OS or Apple, but what it's doing and what it will probably do is it will have, Windows OEM manufacturers looking and saying, we need to start doing that because then no one's going to buy our laptops. And I think I saw like a really interesting tweet where someone was like, I walked into a Best Buy. There were 5 laptops. One of them was the MacBook Neo at $599. There were only 4 other ones for $599. And which one of these 5 would you pick? And you're looking at the Windows ones and they're plastic. They have bad screens. They don't really have a lot of power, which, I mean, you could argue about the MacBook Neo, but it's like, what do you think? Who's going to pick? Which one are you going to pick? Basically, as someone who walked in, an average person walking in, they see the MacBook Neo, they're going to probably pick that one. And that's the thing. Maybe the Windows OEMs will start to step up a little bit, maybe do better build quality, better screens, whatever it is. Competition is a good thing.
It is, yeah. I mean, hey, if I were to get an Apple and not spend a lot of money, I would get the Neo. But I know from going to the Best Buy, seeing the screens next to each other, the screen on the Neo compared to a MacBook Pro, I know they're worlds apart. It's mini LED versus LCD basically.
Yeah,
but even between this and the Air, I'm like, oh man, I'm probably spending a few hundred more and just going for the Air. The speakers are way better as well. But then at the end of the day, it's like I always return the MacBooks. I never keep them because it's not a touchscreen. I go back and use my Microsoft Surface laptop because it has a touchscreen, or any of the Asus ones, the ProArt or the the Flow. But I got to have a touchscreen on a laptop. I realize it's one of my own little things.
Yeah, I mean that rumor has been forever about them doing touchscreen Macs.
That's why I own two iPads. I like iPads. Touchscreen. Throw a keyboard on there.
And see, for me, like the iPad having like an M4 chip. Why? The problem is like because of the restrictions on iPad OS, in terms of JIT and all that. So it's like it has the power, but it's so limited because of the Apple restrictions, which I understand from a security standpoint. But it's a bummer, because man, those tablets have a lot of power in them. It's crazy.
Chewy mini book. Jay Dewitt.
Hey,
Chewy.
Hey, Jay Dewitt, you got to make sure it actually has an M150 in it.
But you got to check the chip because these companies, man.
No, thankfully it's not those chips. Ooh. But yeah, maybe now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. All right, Rob, what game are you playing? Did I miss it? What game? What are you playing right now?
So I actually just started up Super Meat Boy 3D. I'm trying to get a feel for it.
I added that to the library a couple days ago.
Yes, I know. Thank you, and that's why I'm playing it. I've been playing Super Mario Wonder again because it got the Switch 2 version came out, so I've been playing that. Yeah, I mean, everyone knows I finished Resident Evil 7 recently. Not Resident Evil, Requiem recently.
Right, Requiem.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I haven't really picked a game yet that I really want to settle into yet. Resident Evil consumed me. I loved that game. I beat it like in 10 days, and I just loved every minute of it. It was so good. I'm
just focused on our game of the month right now.
Yeah.
It's on the line for me right now because I shilled so hard to get Star Ocean Blue Sphere voted in because it's been a meme probably since last time you were on the show that I'm going to beat this damn game, and then I keep putting it down because it loses me in the middle section, and I'm powering through with the guide. I don't care. Like every night I'm working on this damn thing. It's a perseverance thing, not a fun thing. And so what game am I playing for fun? I don't have one right now. I can't think. I guess Dispatch. I'm slowly making my way through Dispatch.
Dispatch is awesome.
Dispatch is good.
Dispatch was amazing.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
What a great way for me to end my year. I love that game. Oh yeah. Man.
That came out of nowhere. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Pacopia. I'm still waiting on my copy of Pacopia. I see people mentioning that in
chat. So I probably put like 10 hours into it. I need to get back to it. I just get sidelined by stuff.
Pacopia was so good.
Was it good? Okay.
So good. And even the ending was amazing too. But obviously no spoilers.
I'm happy for so that. Good. My daughter's so into it, so I'm like, you're playing for me. You play for me,
Yes.
But I'm like, I went out and got a Switch 2 just for her because she's a huge Pokemon fan. So I'm like, I'm glad
that game consumed me. Like it was so good.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I had no interest in it, and then I started to like read about it. I was curious, and I'm like, oh wait, this game is actually really interesting. And so I got really hyped for it before it even launched. And I'm like, okay, I'm in, and it's a lot of fun. It's great. It's definitely a different type of Pokemon game. So if you're not a big fan of the traditional Pokemon games, maybe take a look at it, give it a shot. It's a little bit different,
Okay. I'm waiting for it to come back in stock. I ordered it from Best Buy, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they keep delaying the order. And I'm like, the kids want to play it. So speaking of, before we get out of here, Makakulak? God, I hope I said that right. Mr. Pixel, how was the play? So my daughter's first play, yes, her first play was last night, and she was awesome, man. She sang well. It was a musical. Awesome. It was a musical about soccer, like soccer from around the world, like soccer versus football versus, El Fuego, like all the different variations of soccer. And man, she rocked it. And I know I'm biased since it's my kid, but I was so proud of her. Her teacher said that she's going to be like an actress. She's just really good at memorizing lines. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I can't do scripts, but she's so good at it. And I like that. Okay, good talking, guys. We kind of went through a whole string of things from Joey's, your suspension on YouTube to coming back to reconnecting friendships, which the bromance ship, I would say, if you want to hop back on that, let's do some of that. We'll hang out. Nothing too weird. No like hand stuff, but, from afar. And maybe we'll even see each other at CES again or some of these tech meetups. That'd be fun to get into some shenanigans again. Yeah. And Rob, I didn't hype you at the start, so I'll hype you now. This is my co-host, Mr. Rob, the Retro Tech Dad, and you can find him at Retro Tech Dad on YouTube. Look him up.
We're doing reverse intro.
Reverse intro. The Red Magic 11 Pro, absolutely. That's one I'm looking at right now, actually. I don't.
Why are you looking at a Red Magic 11 Pro? What's going on with you?
I know, because you're all converting me into this, testing this high-end stuff, and so I'm looking at the latest, greatest Snapdragon chipsets and trying to prepare my mind a bit for that next gen of handhelds that's going to come around. Because we have so much extra time right now on our hands between handheld releases. Then, let me explore what's going to come on the next set of handhelds.
I think just in general, the tech space seems to be
we're slowing.
It's just a weird. It feels very weird. It's like the whole space is just kind of weird. Like like every day I digest my news and stuff, and I go or read new articles, and I'm like, it's just there's nothing. Like Notebook Check. They're starting to cover Casio watches because they got nothing else to write articles about. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm like, these are just analog watches. They're not even digital watches. I'm like, what is going on? That's how bad it is. It's like there's just not much for the news outlets to talk about. There's no real big tech stuff, and if anything does come out, it's like super overpriced because of everything that's going on. So it's like, it just feels very sad.
Everybody's kind of holding their breath, right? Like I don't think they want to release anything right now.
Because they don't want to kill their product.
Something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that's the biggest issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, and maybe I will get an Apex if I find one used for under like $2,000. Maybe it feels crazy to me, but you guys are making me way too curious. Damn it, Canada. Okay, all right. So check out Joey. We got at Joey's Retro Handhelds on YouTube and at Joey's HH, I believe it is, on like Twitter and some of the other socials. And find him there, and Twitch as well. Like these have been awesome streams. Like seriously, I think I've joined at least 6 or 7 of these things, and it's just cool. You're there and you talk to people, and we get to see your guinea pigs. And was it Rose? Was Rose one of them? Cappy. Yeah, Cappy's my favorite. And I used to have guinea pigs growing up too. I never shared that before, but yeah, they're good. How are your guinea pigs, by the way?
They're
happy today.
Yeah, all 4 are doing their normal shenanigans, and they're great. Yeah, guinea pigs are great. They're nice, fun, cool pet.
No more cats. Everyone, get a guinea pig. That's what you need in your life. So yeah, check out Joey, check out Rob, and thank you guys for sticking around this long. We're gonna go ahead and get on to our weekends. I hope you all have an awesome rest of your weekend, wherever you are, whatever you might be doing. If you're listening to this on demand or on the podcast audio later, well then I hope whatever you're doing then is good. Play some games. Let us know in the comments below what you're playing. What handhelds are you playing them on? Because it is about that time, as Judge Judy says, and we must get out of here. Joey, next time I'm going to tell you what this is. Anteater. Really good game for Game Boy Color. Yeah, don't ask.
I don't know about that.
Don't. But player games of the month. I know you guys got your own there.
Wait, that's the wrong game of the month.
No, that's the old game of the month. Where's this game of the month? Sorry, games of the month. April.
It's supposed to be professional.
We got We got Lunar, Silver
all
Star
RPGs.
Story.
Oh, these are
bro.
awesome.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's a crazy month. Yeah.
yeah, these are great games.
And Golden Sun Lost Age. What do you guys have this month for yours?
So Golden Sun Lost Age was our last game of
What?
the season. That's funny.
What?
No, ours is Mario Galaxy for the Wii, Banjo-Kazooie, Jiggies of Time, ROM hack,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
that's right.
Chrono Trigger is the game of the season.
Oh,
So play one of those.
that's a good lineup right there.
Play any of the games. Just play a
any
game.
of these
Yeah.
games.
Cocoon is not a game. Play a game.
Yeah, and if you don't play any of these games, we're going to be doing this. We're going to say, oof, just like that Super
We got to
Knob
update
handheld.
that. There's a version of that with the
We need
Super
a new
Knob
one with the
5000.
Super Knob on there. Okay, more e-waste for later. I'm looking for the button here. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. Follow all the channels here. And thank you once again to our supporters, our members, and our subs. You guys make everything here possible for us. Perks with RH start for as little as $3 per month. Join us in our Discord to come chat and play some games. Check out Joey's Discord as well. And this scene really, is smaller than you think, and we're all in this together. And so it's just cool having everyone kind of united to get together and chat like this. So this has been heartwarming for me. I don't know about you all, but it's been good. Yeah. And until the next episode, come back on the show, sir. We're gonna say take care of those handhelds, everybody.
Great episode, great conversation, and just
a lot of fun.
It's great. Yeah,
it was good.
Take care of the handhelds and take care of each other too. We will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.